Being able to engage your colleagues in the work you do is important to you. In this video, we're going to be looking at 3 tools in MS Teams that you can use to capture the attention of your colleague. The first thing we're going to be looking at is how to set delivery options. Then we're going to look at how to pin a message to the top of the chat. And finally, how to send a message in MS Teams to the person's Outlook account. Let's begin.
Alright, I am currently in my MS Teams application and I would like to, in this chat with Annie, draw her attention to some of my messages. First thing I can do is I can label my chat as important or urgent. Alright, to do so, we're going to go ahead and scroll all the way down just below the message box. There is this exclamation mark. We're going to go ahead and click on it. When we click on the exclamation mark, we're going to be given the option of labeling our chat as important or urgent. If I label my chat as important, okay, my specific message is important, once I send it, it's going to be seen by Annie in this fashion. We're going to have the important stamp on it. We're going to have this exclamation mark. This is going to draw Annie's attention to that message. Another way that I can label that message is I can label it as urgent. So to use the urgent button, we're just going to go ahead again to the exclamation mark and click on urgent. What this means is every single 2 minutes, Annie's going to get a notification saying that I've sent her a message in this chat. Her notification is going to be sent to her in her activity app, just over here at the top left. Okay, so she's going to see an icon here that notifies her that you've sent her a message every single 2 minutes for the next 20 minutes. This becomes very important if you're trying to collaborate urgently with Annie before you go into that PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so another thing we can do if we're trying to gain Annie's attention to us or draw Annie's attention to a specific document or to a specific conversation is we can pin that document or we can pin that conversation to the top. All right. To do that, we're going to go to that conversation that we want to pin. For example, this shared file over here. I'm going to hover around it and I'm going to see this 3 dots. It's called the ellipsis. In Office 365, the ellipsis is going to be your best friend. It is so because it's going to be that functionality that when you click on, it's going to give you a lot of many options in a lot of different applications in Office 365. All right, go ahead and click on that ellipsis. Scroll down, you're going to see this pin button. Go ahead and click on pin. And what you're going to do is you're going to pin this specific message to the top, like so. This becomes very important because now when Annie comes into this chat, she's going to see that message pinned to the top and she's going to know that it's a message of importance. It's also very great because if you end up chatting with Annie and, for example, we're going to scroll all the way up here. If Annie comes up and she clicks on that pinned message, it's going to direct her automatically into where that message exists. Okay, so this is a very great way to collaborate with Annie to show her the importance of a specific chat or a specific document. You just pin it to the top. To unpin that message, scroll all the way to the right and you see that ellipsis button. Just click on it and unpin. Beautiful. Lastly, we can actually send a Teams chat to Annie's Outlook. This becomes important because with M365, what has happened is a lot of people used to work in Outlook and now they have to navigate between Teams and Outlook. So a lot of people are still working and collaborating in Outlook instead of Teams. So sometimes you might send them a message and they might not see it because they're still in Outlook. What you can do to leverage the communications, you can send a message in Teams and then forward that message to their Outlook account as well so they can actually see it. The way that we can do that is we are going to go ahead and hover on the message, okay? And we're going to go to that ellipsis again and click on it, scroll down, and you're going to see that share to Outlook button. So, for example, this is what we're going to see. And in this to area, search Annie's name. You're just going to click on Annie's name and then you're just going to click send. Okay. When Annie sees this in her Outlook, she clicks on it. It's going to direct her to that MS Teams chat. I hope this was very helpful for you. And there's going to be more learnings coming up in the future. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in. If If you're ready to master change in technology, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's navigate the future together, one video at a time. I'll see you in the next one.